So, Chapter 4. What's in store? I just don't know anymore. Welcome back, guys. Mr. Rawlings here.
Marbury.
It's Hercule
There is a very
Poirot
pretty
time.
village by this name in Cheshire.
Cheshire, that's not how you say it, it's Cheshire. I've got to get in a taxi. Oh, I'm here, let's go inside. Oh yeah, I'm here, let's go inside. We're going to try and work out who the killer might be by his stuff. No, we've got the killer, we've caught him, haven't we? We're just looking at his stuff because why not? Mademoiselle.
It looks like I've found the real master of this house.
Me. A cork at the end of a piece of string, a cat portrait, and cushion
There
with
is no need
hairs.
to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Bloody cats. Interestingly though, the picture of the cat, he was sitting on a different cushion, wasn't he? So I don't know if that cushion's been replaced or it's just bad graphics. Let's talk to this bitch, shall we?
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
Oh, that's good then, isn't it? Because I did. Tell her that she is a great help. Get annoyed seeing her peel potatoes. What?
I do not think that this is the right time to be peeling potatoes.
My lodgers have got to eat!
Alright.
But you are contravening health regulations.
Well, it's not as serious as killing someone. I just wanted to help you.
Alright, chill out.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. But when I see how I'm being treated, I wonder if I was right.
Alright, calm down.
One moment, please. How did you know that Cuss had underlined Doncaster in his railway guide?
I went and had a look in his room.
Ooh.
I see. Do you make a habit of searching through your lodger's belongings?
Well,
School
what are
that
you
bitch.
going to do later?
I'm an
I bet
inspector.
you're going to poke around his room too?
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cuss?
He's rather queer. He talks to himself. He has a
What?
bad cough. Because of the war, he says. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
You're taking a dump over it.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
Can't recall.
Cuss used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Yes, although he was unwell on trains.
Do you know where Cuss was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No idea.
But
Alright.
surely you keep a
chill out.
register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cuss asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Hmm.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
Thanks very much. You crazy bitch. Right. Let's take the key on the counter, shall
I
we?
should check the register.
Yes, let's check the register. Let's have a
I
little
don't
look.
think my register will help you.
I don't care what you think.
Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
How about you let me decide? Right.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
I didn't even... What? I didn't even see anything. What's going on? What? I have no idea what happened there. Okay. What happened? I don't get it. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you going over there? What's this about? Why can't I... It's glitched again. Oh, let's just go upstairs. Talk to her later.
I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Well, you won't let me because the game's glitched, so... Oh, there you go. Thank God. Let's have a little look at her first.
This woman appears to be in a bad mood.
What's that?
Mrs. Marbury is taking out her bad mood on the evening meal's potato.
Okay.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
If I did, it was because Mr. Cust wasn't here. What about it?
You're a crook.
You rented the same room to two people. That's fraud.
Calm down, Mr. Poirot. My lodgings were full and I couldn't let poor Mr. Fishman sleep outside.
That's someone else's room. That's someone else's bed. That's disgusting. Anyway, enough of dealing with her. She's dumb heading. Oh, we just teleported into his room. Okay, that's cool. So what is in here? There is some suits hung up or something.
Trousers,
Trousers.
white shirts.
Okay. Oh, what's this?
Bexhill daily paper,
Neck broken.
dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. Most
Shirts.
probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands.
Okay.
All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date.
Okay. Well, we know it's him. I don't understand why we're going to this effort. Let's check my look in the mirror. Give me some ego points for that. Okay. ABC, loads of them.
ABC guys.
Throat medicine. Yes, laudanum.
Laudanum Cameron's chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Pinch it. A sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Who are you going to go sedating? Okay, that's that for that. Okay, cool. What's on this? It's badly bad. Time for a little sleep, is it?
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
What? This is a mess? You should see my room. Slightly misaligned bed. Oh, it's a horrendous mess. How can he live like this? His bed is slightly misaligned. That's ridiculous. Oh, well, that's spilt though, that ink. Why can't I zoom in on anything? There you go. Scruffy coat. Horrendous mess.
The least we can say is that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
I think you're overreacting a little bit. Must admit. A knife. That's it. Just pick it up. Put all your fingerprints on it. Ruin the crime scene. It's a knife. It's a fisherman's knife.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
It's to gut fish.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay, am I going to become the killer now? Is that what's happening here? An
It's an
ebissigad.
AB.
Some bullets.
Cast is parsimonious.
Oh,
He keeps
pencils.
his pencils and sharpens them until there is...
Nice. It's a dodgy typewriter, which doesn't work.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
What? Just take it out. Why has it got to be a puzzle? Oh, come off it. You can see it's been writing and stuff
The
on it.
ribbon is jammed.
What? This is just ridiculous.
The right-hand heel.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, yes?
The left-hand heel has been...
Oh, sweet. Now taking the fingers off, yes? Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. Yes!
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters
We
sent
could
by
see
ABC.
it. We could see it was just then. It said my name and had the dodgy letters on it. Okay.
I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry.
What? What have I got to do? Okay, great. Is that it? What have I got to do?
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Oh, what a coincidence. We know it's him. Why are we wasting our
Did
time?
Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
We'll never know until he tells us.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To
That
A.B.
says
Cust,
Leicester.
Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's get then.
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal,
No one cares.
an army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
He's been murdering innocent people and you're talking about him like that. Okay. Do I need to look at this? Did I look at this already? There's
This
blood!
dark stain. It could be blood. This...
Okay, cool. Is that everything here? Search Cust room, okay. I don't know what else there's to search, but I'll try. Done that, done this, done that. We've done this. I've done table, done the bed, done that. There's nothing else to search. Why is he turning around like that? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? He's just spinning on the spot. He's literally
It is not
insane.
the right time.
There's nothing else to look at. Oh, I've not looked
The least we
I
can
haven't looked
say
at
that Mr.
Okay.
Cust is not very concerned about order
Okay,
and
great.
balance.
Yeah, okay, great. Can I go in that drawer? Can I get in the drawer? Didn't let me last time. Oh, I've done the drawer, haven't I? I've done everything here. What about this? Can I go over there?
The least we can
No.
say that Mr. Cust
Yes,
is not very
yes,
concerned
stop.
about order and balance.
Stop, please stop. Please stop. What else is there to look at? Oh. Well, I didn't do that last time.
It's closed.
Well, cut it then with this knife, you moron.
This
Jubbly
knife
jubbly.
is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string. Stockings. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What the stockings got to do? Who cares? Right, okay, let's get our brain cells to work. Where was Cast where was Cast at the time of the Bexhill murder? In Bexhill, perpetrating the murder. Case solved. Let's go home. What? No, I don't know. Bexhill. Aha! Cuss was probably in Bexhill on the day of the murder. What do you mean, probably?
The register
He
shows
did it!
that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Why did he bring it home?
He
It's
is
the worst
continuing
killer
the
ever.
inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
Okay, great. Why would you bring a paper home all the way from a different part of the country? Why would you do that? Especially if it incriminates you. It's pretty stupid. Pretty bloody stupid.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury.
Yeah, see you later.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you again, Mr. Poirot.
Nobody likes a liar.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was
Hello,
about to leave.
Mr. Hercule Poirot.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
How? I've got it.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
Sacre bleu. Well then, maybe he did it. Oh, what's this about? Wants me to talk to Jap. I was talking to him just then. Oh, it's glitched again. I can't click on. It doesn't let me click.
It is now the right.
Now it probably will. Yeah, so weird.
I had best talk to.
I'm trying.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Yes, because he did it. Oh, I didn't see those. What an idiot. Are there common points between Cust and the killer? He has the epic cigarettes. He has a similar knife. He sends the letters. He could have committed these crimes. Is Cust's behaviour suspicious? He keeps newspapers about the murders. He lied about his destination. And he had blood in him. He is bloody guilty, yes?
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own.
Who cares? He did it.
According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cuts a Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
Maybe he's got a
I
split
agree, it's
personality.
troubling,
Maybe someone
but
else
it
did
doesn't change my
Oh, I
mind.
don't know.
There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall
That's
remember that.
stupid. We've all wanted to commit
Right.
murder,
I'll go and examine the
but
suspect's
we
room.
wouldn't.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Yeah, don't bother. See you later then, idiot. Ah, look at that cat. There it is. Let's get in this taxi. Taxi.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Aha. It is the murderer, potentially.
This man is not in good shape.
Well, no, he's probably not very happy.
He is worried and very tired, and other police have been hard on him.
Let's talk to them.
What do you want from me?
Good day, Mr. Cust. I am Hercule Poirot.
Ah, you're the detective.
Why did you send me a letter before each crime?
Why all these questions? When are you going to stop pestering me?
Très bien. You did not hide these letters. But the question remains, who did?
That's not the
Probably
case.
one of my enemies. I have many.
I do not believe that you are capable of murder, Mr. Cust.
I hope not.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Gets him to believe he is innocent. Why? Am I going to mess the game up if I do that?
Of course, you never considered killing a doctor who took such good care of you.
No, never.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
Okay, that's great. Give me some water. I'll give him some of this shit.
Take this. It will help you.
Thank you.
How can you be coughing and saying that at the same time? Get on with it. How are you coughing and drinking?
Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Oh dear.
Bon. I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
Good. If you're going to die quietly, mate. Ask him if he acknowledges going to the 3 towns.
Do you deny being at the
Already
scene
said
of the
that.
crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
Yeah, we said that last time.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
Your
The
mental
company
mate.
sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards. So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
I don't remember. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Ah. There, there. There, there. Maybe he needs a sedative because he's gone mental.
Take this. It will help you.
He's a raving lunatic.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
I know why. 'Cause you're insane.
Let us leave Cust alone.
See you later, mate.
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okie dokie. What do we know about Cust's health? It's pretty shit. Cust is mentally and physically weak. Not really the profile of a killer. The blood was wrong. Didn't read it, it said Churston only. What's this one say? Are there any clues that do not support Cust's guilt? He did not appear to recognise me. There are several. Okay. Can we say without a shadow of doubt Cust is guilty? Not really. He had no reason to kill them, and he says he didn't do it.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then he confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot
Holy
what
shit,
he
I
had
think
done.
you're right.
How
It's not
can
him,
you
is
be
it?
so
It's
sure?
not him.
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view.
Oh my gosh, who is it then?
Let
So
us now
confused.
try and get our brain cells to work.
Maybe it was me. That one's done apparently. What? Okay. What? What? What's going on? Oh right, yeah. Self-confident, but he wasn't. Seducer, But there's no way she would have gone with him. No way. That's what I was saying. That's what I said at the start. There's no way a girl would go randomly with him, just talking to him 5 minutes. Does he like trains? No, he hates them. Makes him sick. This doesn't make any sense. It wasn't him. I can't even speak. This just got good. It's cussed impulsive. Oh. He's cold. Is he generous? No, he's not. He's very miserly.
You see? Cuss' character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But
Well,
if
he's got a
mad
split
one, can
personality.
we really talk about his character?
You know very well that
Could
how
be
murderer
dissociative
does not behave like
personality
a
disorder.
psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith.
Quit?
Just give me 24 hours.
It's that Carmichael's brother. It's Carmichael's brother, isn't it? That's who it is. Go home. I'm going to go home.
To Whitehaven, please.
It's Whitehaven, not Haven. God's sake.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe 1 or 2 details.
Details. Ah, mon ami.
The devil was in
The
that.
devil is in the
Oh,
detail,
that's what I said.
as we
Yeah.
say.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait 1 moment, I will bring you my weapon.
It's the brother. Must be. Where is his revolver? Oh, don't be telling me there's a puzzle to get to it. Where is it? What? Is it over here? Is it in this book? Where is it? This is about what's going on. Okay. That was pointless. Where's the revolver? Is it kept in here? No, it's not kept in there. It's not cut out. Where's his revolver? I don't get it. Explain. Oh, I didn't get... This is not out of 2. I don't get that. Where? What's not out of 2? I picked that up. I turned it round. I looked at it. Nothing happened. So I put it down. Must be these lights, is it? I don't get it. Why is it saying there's something to look at? There's nothing to look at. Oh, come on. I don't get it. Oh, hang on. Can I...
Hastings' photo album.
Now it's done it. What?
He is very proud of his bag.
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. You just saw me do that, right?
Churston, Devon, population 500 inhabitants. Hourly of trains. London, Churston. Trains of evening. London, 6:45 p.m. Newton about 11 a.m. Churston,
It's Newton Abbott,
45 a.m.
not Newton the Bot.
London, 11:45 p.m. Newton about 6:08
Newton
a.m.
Abbott.
Churston, 7:15 a.m.
That was pointless. What's that got to do with a revolver? Where is his revolver? Oh my dear lord. Is it in here? No? Just talking to him again? Is it over here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What's he doing? Is it inside this? Oh yes, like it. Where? Let's look ourselves in the mirror again. Where could the revolver be? You're nowhere near the mirror. Absolutely nowhere near it. What are you looking at?
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets.
Okay.
The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks.
What do we want to do, guys? Oh, okay. Let's just stick with real, who cares? It says loaded with blanks. Oh, whatever. It's loaded, that's good enough.
The white ammunition are blank
Whites.
cartridges. The others are real bullets.
But that's... But what one's white?
The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real bullets.
Let's take blanks.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait one moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Yeah, I did that.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new.
It's the phone! Go and get the phone! Bonjour.
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind, I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Because one of you is a bloody
Since
killer.
Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
I bet it was you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
It's either her or him.
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get our
It's one of
brain
these
cells
two.
to work.
Definitely one of these two. Oh, they're touching hands now, look. He didn't take long to move on. Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? What? Why did the killer send his letters to Hercule Poirot? Okay, what's that one? He wrote to Poirot because his address is not very well known. That makes no sense.
Is everything clear now?
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite
Exactly.
right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Do madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of a psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What do we know about Cust? It's got a stupid name. Which one is it? It's stupid. What was that? Yeah, we knew that. That's what I said first time. Didn't get it. How to explain Cust's presence at all the crime scenes? Because someone told him to go there. Wasn't a coincidence though, was it? He was led. I'm sure he was led. I'm sure he was led there. What? Yeah, so I know he made them go, but why couldn't I find the option for that? Oh my god.
Dr. Clark's patients' records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike, so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems
Money?
unlikely that the same murderer committed
No, it wasn't
all
money,
the
was it?
crimes. What should we take
Oh.
from that?
Three murders. He killed his wife to be. The other man killed his brother. But who would have killed the first person? No one. Don't get it. Say that just one murder is of interest to the killer. Say that the killer has developed a taste for murder. Say that the murder kills for pleasure. Say that there are 3 murderers. Oh, let's just do that one.
There is not one murderer, but 3 accomplices, who all used the same scenario.
No way.
Do you mean that 3 murderers with quite different aims joined forces to create a smoke screen? Here's another question. Is it still necessary to find a motive
Yeah,
for
why
each
was she
crime?
killed?
And the one in Andover poses problem. Why was poor Mrs. Asher killed?
Indeed. It would be best to forget the theory.
Yeah, I was wrong about that one, sorry. Yeah, because that would make sense that she was killed. Maybe he does it for pleasure? Say that just one murder is of interest to the killer. What does that mean? Say that the killer developed a taste for murder. Say that
Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions.
Yeah, maybe.
On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest, and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at 2 potential culprits.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle, that's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
because she had bad throat.
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it, and you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin Clark?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
They're both clever. Is the killer self-confident? No, he's got doubts. Is he a seducer? He was only interested in one person, wasn't he? Oh, what? Oh, women seem to like him, yeah. 2 out of 3 so far. He likes trains. 3 out of 4. Is he impulsive? No, he's not. Oh, he might be, yeah, he gets a bit angry. 4 out of 5. 5 out of 6. Quite a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything. Also, jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Yes.
Absolument, Mr. Clark. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
That gun with blanks in's not going to be much help, is it? Is he clever? Of course he is. Can't bother to read all that. Oh, it's this one. What? Which one's it? No, that one. For God's sake. No, the one I didn't even read. You saw him kissing. He likes the railway children. Oh, he's definitely cold. Oh no, it's generous. It's generous. That one's generous. Oh, okay, that one. Whatever. Don't know how that made him cold. Whatever.
As you have all seen, there is a disturbing similarity between Mr. Clark's profile and that of the killer. In actual fact, it is exactly the
but
same.
anyone could easily match all those things.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up. Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
It's the woman.
No, you had to act quickly.
Oh, he's about to marry.
Because of Miss Grey. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death. For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Grey had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing. You realized the danger after reading several letters from Comeside, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit. You, Mr. Clark.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
Oh no. You know perfectly well that is not true. Eh bien voilà,
His typewriter
light
has
has now been
mistakes.
shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to
Tape reel.
him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff.
Vietnam proof found at Asher. Lie about the fingerprints found in Custer's typewriter. Say that the proof is going to be used. Let's pretend.
One thing proves it. A carton of Place cigarettes you stole from Mrs. Asher and found at your home.
You have nothing on me. You're bluffing, Mr. Poirot. Come on, Thora, there's nothing for us to do here.
Don't touch me.
Thora!
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter, and why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
All right. Well played.
That was easy.
Game's up.
He should have just gone, what? What are you talking about? Should never admit it. Uh-oh, good thing it's got blanks in
Don't
it.
me! I'll never let you take me, Mr. Poirot.
Oh, didn't work. Oh, that's a shame, I should have put real ones in there. It's been funny to see his brains splatter everywhere.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, there is no easy death for you. I expected your reaction, so I used blanks. I'm sorry, mademoiselle, but your second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Yeah, you won't be getting any money, bitch. Go find someone else to you know, suck onto. You parasite. Hello. Well done, Mr. Poirot. You've solved another
Disappointed at having
one.
missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England.
See ya. To Gay Paris.
Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married.
Ah, let's hope he doesn't beat her up.
On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady
Ah, that's
Clark.
nice.
The elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the better,
How? Doesn't make
and
any
a few
sense.
months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise,
What?
she was back on her feet again. According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission.
Maybe she wasn't being fed
Lady
poison.
Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since.
She was being poisoned, wasn't she, the whole time? It's obvious. By someone, probably Clark.
Journal of an Innocent. The incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the press. And as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire. Even more popular than York Minster.
Good for you. Oh, okay. What's happening? Presents? It was over. Why are you saying presents? Presented? Well, there you go, guys. I was wrong, it wasn't him. But I was right in my second guess that it was the brother. C'est magnifique. Don't know what I thought about the puzzles in that game. I thought they were a little bit elaborate, annoying, ridiculously unrealistic. There are a few little bugs and stuff, but on the whole it's a pretty good story. I've not actually read the book, so I knew roughly what it was about, but it was quite a good story. So yeah, if you like that, please click like. Please click subscribe to see more videos like this. Until next time, I bid you adieu, mon ami. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.